about what the Most High is doing, and that we have to learn of Him. And TMH is the Most High. We have to learn of Him. We have to learn His ways. Because we are in a supernatural time, not only learn His ways, we have to know His mind. We have to feel His heart. We have to know that in all of this, He strategizes. He gives strategy. He's a planner. The other thing that is very important is that He tells us the end from the beginning. So He gives us insight. He tells us the end from the beginning. So we have to learn of the Most High. We have to learn His ways. How do He move? How does He, His ways of doing things? Because his ways are not our ways, His thoughts are not our thoughts. So we have to understand, how does He work? Because a lot of times when we are asking the Most High for something, we get impatient. But see, we have to let patience have its perfect work. Because if we understand that everything is supernatural, everything is supernatural. So when we talk about supernatural, it's that place that we really don't see. But yet we're here. Stick your hands out. Still, all of this is spirit. All of this. All of this is spirit. Can you see it though?
No.
But it exists.
Yes.
We have to realize that everything is what?
Spirit.
Supernatural, and everything is what?
Spirit.
Spirit. Do your hand again. This is spirit. You know, people say, well, you know, you're not in the spirit. You can't be in the spirit 24 hours a day. Come on, do your hands again and say, no, we're in it. We're in it, but we have to learn how to operate in it. You see? So it's supernatural, and it's by the Spirit. It's by the Spirit. It's invisible, but visible. It's invisible, but it's visible.
Yeah.
It's invisible, but it's visible. So that's why we have to be able to see. See what others don't see. It's going to be very important for us to learn the ways of the Most High. And in this hour, with so much chaos and so much deception that is in this earth realm, so much deception, so many lies. Y'all know if they lie about concerning who we are as a people, everything else got to be suspect. Seriously. You know, you find out you know Sunday Sunday wasn't the day. It was actually supposed to be the Sabbath, which was Saturday. You learn that his name not Jesus, but it's Yahushua. You learn so much that I told Father, I said, what is really going on here? I asked him one time, what was I going into? You know, we understand generational curses, that was clear. You know, if we didn't have the perfect, family we came out of. So we understood that and we started breaking that, but we didn't know we was breaking other stuff. You know? But He loves us and we're born at the right time and everything is already in us. Say it's in me.
It's in me.
Say everything that you are.
Everything that you are.
Say everything.
Everything.
Is here.
It's here.
It's here. It's on the inside. Where is it?
On the inside.
It's on the inside. Everything that you need, everything that you want, everything is on the inside. When I say everything, I mean everything. And so scientists, what they did was they began to really start looking and trying to figure out that in everything, go and touch yourself, everything, my wig and everything, was a particle. And they call it the God particle. So they were looking for, how is this particular particle in everything? Because he made everything. Everything. Isn't that good?
Yes.
He made everything. And so we have to learn his ways. And when we learn his, that's supposed to be an E right there. When we learn his ways, it becomes easier. It becomes what?
Easier.
It becomes easier. And being filled with the Spirit, with the Ruach HaKodesh, it causes us to have power. Raise your hands. We have power. We are made in his image. We do the same thing
Over and over
that he did, even greater. And so, being that you are here, there is a duty, a job for you to do in this end time. He ain't coming out the sky. Look at your neighbor and say, neighbor, he ain't coming out the sky. Now, he's going to build you up to fight this war. We are in a spiritual warfare. A spiritual war. That everything is by the Spirit. Everything is what?
By the Spirit.
Everything is by the Spirit. He's going to talk to us by the Spirit. He's going to give us the weapon that's going to be spiritual. What our weapons are not what? Carnal. But they're mighty through what? The Most High. To pull down all strongholds starting in our own head. Do we have our apocrypha? Turn to page 68. So in this hour, we got to be able to see, and I believe he is bringing forth the watchman. Because the watchman has to be able to peer out into the distance in the spirit to see what is trying to come through the gate. So we have to learn the ways of our Father first. And so next week we'll probably get into it just a little bit more. Look at verse 19. So Enoch, who's this? Enoch, and during the 3 days that he was in his chamber, he prayed to and praised the Most High Yah. And the day on which he went and appeared to his subjects, what did he do? Let's read together. He taught, let's read together. Verse 19, I didn't tell y'all the chapter yet. 3, okay. Y'all ready to read it?
Yes.
He did what? He taught them what? The ways of what? And all they asked him about Yah, he what? Told them. So this is Enoch, and he taught them what? The ways of who? The Most High. Look at this, y'all. Look a little closer. Let's go to verse 24. Hey, big boy. Y'all ready? So we understand Enoch is the seventh from Adam. And so, as the people began to multiply and populate, he had to teach them the ways of our Father, the Creator. And if you read chapter 3, it goes on and on. Really, I should have started on 67. Yeah, let's go there now, please. Page 67, chapter 3, verse 1. In this hour, we will have to despise evil men. Because if we don't despise evil men, our atmosphere is going to be cluttered and we're not going to be able to see. Because right now, distraction is at its highest level. We have to understand also that there are so many different agendas that's going on, including CERN, C-E-R-N. And we'll talk about that, maybe tie that in next week. But a lot of people are dealing with something very strange. They are dealing with depression at a high level. They are dealing with suicidal thoughts. And they don't know where it's coming from. But we have to understand a lot of this is already planned. A lot of this is already going on in the spirit. There are hidden agendas. And write this down. An agenda is a plan of action it's a list of an outline of things to be considered or done. It's a plan of action, a list of or outline of things to be considered or done. It's systematic. So if there are agendas in this earth realm, which it is, we got to find out the agenda of the Father. Because we have to understand what is going on is good against evil. We have to understand it is also against the people. We have to understand. Look at your name, so you gotta understand. And so we have to know his ways. We gotta understand the ways of the Most High. Look what it says in verse 1. And Enoch lived 65 years, and he begat Methuselah, and Enoch walked with the Father. And after having begot Methuselah, he served Yah and did what? Despise the evil ways of men. We have to despise evil. We have to hate evil. No matter where it's coming from, we have to hate it by any means necessary. And so the soul of Enoch was wrapped up in what? Okay. So number one, he did what? He despised evil. Why did he despise evil? Huh? The Father despised evil. He did what? He despised. You got to hate what he hates and love what he loves. That's his agenda. And the soul of Enoch was wrapped up in what? So in the what? We have to gain instructions on what to do, how to do it, when to do it. That's going to cause our ear to hear.
Yeah.
It's going to cause us to be sensitive, to know. I heard something today. I said, they said, oh, the virus is going to be around at least 18 months. And so now they're casual because it's like they've done their part, and because we're creatures of habit, they studied us, and so they know we've become nonchalant real quick. They released $1,200. When they released $1,200, they've studied us, and they know we're going to go to the mall. What was one of the first things to be open?
The mall.
And movie theaters. As we go to the movies.
Yeah.
Isaiah, somebody find Isaiah, what is it, 26?
Oh, yeah, thank you.
Yeah. I'm telling everybody, y'all better stay inside.
Amen.
Still.
Hallelujah.
And wear something around your face. So many people say, you know, I got a cough that won't go. And I be like,
I'm like that.
This shirt,
He said 6 feet.
what? I said, I don't need no harm, but you know, you gotta act like you are not feeling well. And we are healed, but you just stay 6 feet.
And that's wisdom. Yeah.
We gotta use wisdom. Our faith, I heard some people say, well, I got faith, I don't have to do. Well, you go ahead on. I told you a landmine was on the street, and if you wanna walk that way, that's you.
Hallelujah.
Because it doesn't take away from your faith. You just said, I'm not gonna be hoodwinked. Wise preparation. That's what the Most High before this thing came. He said, wise preparation. They telling you on the cool, food getting ready to run out.
That's right. Yes.
It's at Revelation 6, and we're going to go in it, not now, but we're going to go in it next week. I'm telling you, we are in real time.
Yep.
Over the meat factories, they 4,000 have tested positive, and almost 200 have died. That's a lot. If one died, that's too many.
Yes.
So it's like economy over mortality. Did I say it right? Yeah. Something. But nothing is going to be the same, and so you have to make it in your mind. You've got to do things different. You got to say nothing is the same. I can't think the same, I can't talk the same, I can't act the same, and then it's going to be some people that you're going to automatically cut off. You don't need no harm. But I'm like, okay, Joe, you're not, Susie, you're not, but get up, you're not gonna drag me. The thing about it is, you tell them about their sin. If they don't want to walk the same path, since you gotta walk that straight line by yourself anyway, go ahead on and just allow the Most High to deal with them. But you gotta keep on going. And so much is happening. That's why we gotta be able to see. And we gotta what? Know. And we gotta, you say here. But that's gonna cause us to stay in the spirit, in the ruach. It's gonna cause us to pray. It's gonna cause us to worship. But the greatest of this is obedience. Because it opens the door to everything. It creates the portals. It creates everything that we need because obedience is his heart.
Yeah.
It's what he looks for. Look what it says. And the soul of Enoch was wrapped up in instruction of the Most High, in knowledge. What did it say?
Knowledge.
And what else?
Understanding.
and wisdom.
We got to have it. Because if not, we're going to get hoodwinked. Raise your hand. Say, Father, teach me
Father, teach me
to know your heart.
to know your heart.
Teach me
Teach me
to know your mind.
to know your mind.
Teach me
Teach
to
me
be more sensitive.
to be more sensitive.
Yeah.
And it wasn't the expiration, knowledge and understand. And he wisely retired from the sons of men and secreted himself from them for many days. Sometimes you got to pull away.
Yeah.
And guess what? We have already been talking. We got to fast. We got to come up to fast so we can get the next piece. Because the Most High is always ahead. He's always what?
Ahead.
He's always ahead. So he's going to let you know things that are to come. Look at this. This keeps us ahead. It keeps us in the know.
Yeah.
This is his mind right here. Right here. He's letting us know. And it was at the expiration of many years when he was serving the Most High and praying before him in his house that the angel of Elohim called to him from heaven and said, "Here I am." So in this hour, write this down in Daniel 12, verse 1. Somebody find it and read it for me. In Daniel 12, in this hour, we have angels. They changed the word angels in a lot of places. They changed it to angels, but it's actually just cherubims.
Yeah.
Isn't that amazing?
Yeah.
Swords.
Flaming swords.
Flaming swords of fire. And so they, that's one of them switch ups. Because in most places it's cherubims. Because those are the ones that are in charge over us. They have a flame, a sword, a flaming sword. But they replaced the word with angels. And can I tell y'all, when we think about church, we all gonna have homework to see where that word comes from. Because we have to find out how bad was the hood.
Pretty bad.
It becomes almost unbelievable that you think, I'm reading a fairy tale. I know this not this script here.
The church was the biggest
Perpetrator.
perpetrator of the hoodoo.
The major
Yeah.
Catholic church. But anyway, church wasn't even supposed to be in the word. Yeah, they needed the money. They changed the whole thing. And I understand more and more when the Most High said, don't say church no more. And so I took everything off, and you look at most of it, doesn't say church anymore. It was Tabernacle on Fire Church. It's not, you're going to see Tabernacle on Fire, or you're Tabernacle on Fire Ministries. I want y'all to study that. Because people have questions. They put it in there, and it was such a ruckus of them putting the word church in there that it started a murdering type of revolt. They killed many. And I can't think of which one it was that was transcribing the Hebrew scrolls, they killed him because he was not for putting church in him. It was a throw off. Okay, you want to read Daniel's 1?
And at that time of the end, Michael shall arise.
Wait a minute, at the time of what?
The end.
Do y'all hear it? At the time of the what?
End.
Who gonna rise?
Michael.
Michael. He's the what? Oh yeah, his whole team, baby. As the kids say, that's dope right there. His whole team is here right now. Go, what you guys say?
Hallelujah.
Yeah.
Thank you, Michael.
So who's standing up first?
Michael.
Michael. When?
Now.
Right now.
Right now.
He's standing up right now because he got to help us out.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes.
Hallelujah.
He got to help us out. But in order to help us out, we got to have clean hands and a pure heart.
Yeah.
We got to, I erased it. We got to know his ways. We got to have his heart. We got to know his mind. See, what we call the church, it came to bamboozle us so we could all go to hell.
That's right.
Oh, I can't remember. My dad would say go to hell and hand bucket. Hand bucket. My dad would say hand bucket. I didn't say that. Yeah, that's good. No, but I understand your country. Okay. It is right.
Because it is an accelerant.
And so the thing about it is, it's like we got to clean up
Yeah.
what was messed up and get as many of our sisters and brothers back on the narrow path. They don't know how to do it. And so we got to love them in order to bring them in. They don't know. They were born in sin, shapen in iniquity. And not only that, the forefathers messed up. Just messed up all the way around. But it's in us to obey. We can make the shift. Because if we don't make the shift, we get sifted. What you saying, Dr. Pastor Sharon? Oh, okay. And so he said, and it was at the expiration of many years while he was serving the Most High and praying. Praying is going to be key. That's how we're going to open up that portal where we're able to see. And so being a watchman, the watchman anointing causes us to see. It causes us to peer out. Peer out where? In the distance. So Michael, everything now is saturated. Angels are everywhere. Raise your hand. Father, thank you that these your people, your children, will begin to have encounters of the angels that you have in charge over them. Let them feel, let them see, let them sense when they are in their midst. Not to worship them, but to know that they're protected.
Yes.
To know they've gone before them and made every crooked way straight.
Yes.
To know that you not only are our rear guard, but you also cause them to be our rear guard.
Yes.
Thank you for the flaming swords that they have to fight in our behalf as we do your will and your good pleasure. There is an expectation. So be it and it is so. So prayer and your consistency of knowing, say I gotta know. You gotta know that you're in the Spirit. You gotta know that you're in the Spirit. Because the more that you are aware that you're in the Spirit, the more that the realm of the Spirit will become normal for you. It becomes the very air that you breathe. So when you start going in different areas, you need to know, say, you know what, this area here is saturated with some stuff. Father, protect me. Protect this neighborhood. You see? What was it, chemtrails? When they spraying in your neighborhood, say, Father, right now, I see what's happening here. Now you need to, angels, begin to bring forth a canopy of protection. Man, they out to get people. And I'm not playing.
I was going to say, we need to judge by the Spirit and not by the seeing of our eyes. Because you can be in a so-called rundown area and you have so much peace there. And literally, I was one day in the Galleria at night, and when I said it, my spirit became unsettled because I'm like, this is not right. This is too much glitter and it's not right. Because I can sense there's something wicked in that area that is occurring. There's a perversion and a perverse spirit, but at night it's lit up pretty.
You can't go
But
by that.
you can see behind it, and I'm like, is something not right in this area?
Right. We can't go by that no more. Shut your eyes. I'm going to see further. I'm going to see through the rock.
I'm gonna see it through the rock.
And whatever I see,
And whatever I see,
that's what I'm going to speak.
that's what I'm gonna see.
Whatever I hear,
Whatever I hear,
I see.
I see.
And sometimes you will hear a thing, and then after you hear it, you'll see it. Because you didn't see it at first. Okay, this is the last one. And he said, rise, go forth from your house and from the place where you do hide yourself, and appear to the sons of men. Let's read this together. Are you ready? In order that you may do what? Teach them what? The way in which they should what? Go, and the work which they must accomplish to enter in the ways of the Most High. Y'all see that?
Yes.
The way they should go, and the work which they must accomplish to enter in. Let me tell you, everything is work. It's inside out. And you got to work it every day. Make sure y'all download the book of Adam and Eve. The first one, now you have to do both of them, but the first, so we can just look at some things on how you got to work this thing. You got to work it. Why? You got an enemy right next to you. He never gave up. And guess what? The enemy not giving up now.
That's right.
But we have to make a decision. I'm not going to be bamboozled. Well, how are we not going to be bamboozled? Because we're going to understand. We're going to learn of him, how he operates. Because this is the real deal. It wasn't in a building. This is real. It wasn't in a building. People are like, I'm the church. No, you're the children of the Most High. That's who you are. Because if we don't get back to this, we're going to be in trouble.
Yeah.
We won't have a clue when to hide. We won't have a clue when to move. We won't have a clue when we need to ascend. We won't have a clue if we need to step out of time. Guess what? I know it seems like, ooh, but it's real.
Yes, it is.
And it's going to be very important to know that if everything is supernatural, you have everything that you need. You are not without nothing. When there's a famine in the land, we're going to always be satisfied.
Yes.
Guess what? The famine is in the land. Keep your hand right there. And just grab your Bible. Let's go to 37 real quick. I like to go to that. Another we can go to is Amos. Yeah, Psalm 37. Just raise your hands for me. 1 second. After you find it. It's something to thank him about. Look at this, y'all. Let's go with 16. Let's read together. Ready? Read. A little that a righteous man has is better than the riches of many wicked. For the heart of the wicked shall be broken, but Yah upholds the righteous. And Yah knows the days of the upright, and their inheritance shall be forever. Our inheritance is what?
Forever.
No, our inheritance ended.
Now, forever.
Huh? Our inheritance, we are his inheritance. And he has a covenant with us. And if we know his ways and we understand who our daddy is, we're good.
Yeah. Amen. Yeah.
We're good. Look at your neighbor and say, neighbor, guess what?
Guess what?
We got to hook up.
We got to hook up, y'all.
For real. Yes, we do.
For real, for real.
Yeah.
Got to hook up, y'all. No, I don't need that. Look what it said. Let's read together. And they shall not be ashamed in the evil time. Are we in evil time?
Oh, yes.
We're some evil time right here.
Yes.
Right now. And look, and in the days of famine, they said what? Shall be satisfied. I don't hear nobody.
I'm not gonna be satisfied.
We're going to be satisfied with everything that's right, juicy, and good, and delicious, and delightful, and sugar-free. That's our portion. You know? Ooh.
It is.
Yeah, you gotta understand. If you understand him, you are not moved.
Yeah.
This had to be because of iniquity, because of sin. Had everything went buck wild, everything went like the days of Noah.
Yes.
Yep.
In Matthew 24 it says, and I think in Luke 21, as of the days of Noah, you will know my return is soon. Everything. Look what it says. But the wicked shall do what? Perish. And the enemies of Elohim, like the splendor of the metal, shall vanish. Into smoke they shall vanish away. Let me tell you, the market did its due again today. They're scrambling, and many are committing suicide. Well, look what it says. Let's keep going. And the wicked borrows and does not repay. Guess what's happening? They get loans. Oh, everybody getting loans. With no intention of doing what? Repaying. I know a whole bunch of folks like, let me get a couple of those. But look, but the righteous shall do what? Shows mercy and what? And gives. For those blessed by him shall do what? Inherit the earth. But those cursed by him shall do what? Cut off. Y'all better hear me. Woo.
Yes, it is.
Y'all notice the oil? Texas is an oil state.
Yes, it is.
Most of their revenues come from oil. They in serious trouble. I already know people who have gotten laid off already.
Yeah.
But they need not to worry. If they are in righteousness, if they're holy, and they clean hands, pure heart, guess what? They're going to be satisfied.
Yeah.
Amen.
But guess what? Those is at the top, they scratching their heads.
Yes.
They trying to figure it out. Do not fear. What do? We got to understand who he is
Yeah.
and what he's doing. Because when we understand what he's doing, we're safe. We're good. Somebody asks you, what do you think about all this? No, I'm good. This, I can't believe God would be so mean. I can't believe he'll do. Oops.
How long you wait?
The earth, the heavens, the atmosphere is given that which was sown.
Yeah.
Hear it, the king.
He ain't doing nothing.
We need to see his judgment.
We don't want to see. Oh, man. But y'all see that? Okay, Isaiah 26:20. Y'all want to read it? Before you read that, let's read 30, Jeremiah 30, and we just gonna go 10 and 11. Even though the whole thing is good. Now, I just want to point this out. We have to pray for sign wonders and miracles. We gotta test the atmosphere in the heavens and the earth right now.
Yeah.
Because it says something in this passage of scripture. Because they say, so many have underlying conditions. They have diabetes and they have high blood pressure. So many different things is going on. And then he turned around and he said, look, I know, and this is in verse 12, but thus says Elohim, your affliction is incurable. And your wound is what? Severe. But then he says something, and this is what we need to really put out, and I'm going to put this out, and you all, when y'all get it, share it. Because he says something here that in this time of restoration, in this time of the reset, in this time when we are being recalibrated, he said, for I will restore health to you.
Yes.
Y'all see that? Because part of the curse was what? Sickness and what? And disease. So if after the 400 years, we, the yoke is off our neck and we're no longer under the curse, we need to expect healing.
Yeah.
Supernatural. And I'm telling you, many supernatural things are happening. Because about 3-4 weeks ago, I could say it now, but I got a call early in the morning rushing your mother to the hospital. She can't breathe. What? And I began to make a decree. No. This is our time to shine. And April will be a month of life. Anyway, long story short, next thing I know, we get a call. We've had to incubate her. We've had to put her on a ventilator. Both of her lungs are full of pneumonia. I'm going to check it here. I'm going to check here. Where you going to check? You're going to always check your spirit.
Yeah. Right.
Because your head want to do something.
Yeah. Yeah.
But when you check your spirit and like, you kind of decreeing the class and stuff.
Amen. Hallelujah.
My daughter's a registered nurse, and she began to go, nobody could see her at all. As a matter of fact, when Ty suggested she needs to hear our voice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She still had the ventilator. And you look at her and it didn't look good. We were like, hey, mother, don't get up. We're ready for you to fuss at us now. Whatever you say, it's okay. We gonna tell you everything. You wanna talk about it, you can go ahead on. Come on. Guess what? She's in ICU almost 2 weeks. Then the doctor said, and Ty didn't tell me this until later. They told her, you need to get your family together. This, she's not coming out of this. She's 86 years old. Ty knows to keep something. Long story short, long story is victorious.
Yeah.
I'm grateful to see his hand. So they did the COVID-19 test and all of that kind of stuff, and it came back was negative. Hallelujah. Praise the Most High. So it was beautiful, but we was like, it ain't that. We was like, it ain't that. Moving on. No, nope, not. Well, she has pneumonias in both lungs. If she goes on the ventilator, you know she's not gonna be able to come off. We kept on doing a live. We kept on doing Facebook. Kept on coming. Kept on doing. I'm feeling all right here though.
Hallelujah.
It's all good. Long story, real short. And the doctor admitted to Ty.
Uh-oh.
Later, we were just shocked. We are just shocked. And we just want to let you know we did another COVID test and it came and still negative.
Well,
And the Most High used Ty, and I really began to intercede for her because that allowed the progress that we saw in Mother to come up. So they say she's not responsive. She is not responsive. She's not responding to pain. She's not doing this. And Ty said, is she sedated? She knew she was. And so Ty said, start less than a dosage. In less than a dosage, and Mother started responding to she probably know Mother's very strong. So in that, she started responding, but this is the next one. It says she's very, very irritable. And Ty said, well, if you wake up and you got a tube in your throat, and you don't know what done happened to you, you will probably be kind of irritable also and agitated. That's the word we use. I just want to say, Mother's good.
Because see, even the time of when it jumped off is critical. Tell them when it was.
I can't remember.
It was
It was right at Passover. And I said,
It was right at, yeah.
no, it was the blood. And because this is the right time,
yes.
You already,
Hallelujah.
you already,
When he passed,
it was the right time. Are you hearing me?
Yes.
It was all that happening, and I'm like, what the world?
I mean, the day of.
And we were right on.
Yeah.
Because here, here.
Right there. Right there.
So she's a living testimony.
Hallelujah.
Do you hear me?
Most High.
And we turned around and, we were able to Zoom and all of that, and, with all the kids, all over the country, we were on the Zoom and all of that, because Ty said she needs to hear us and let her, while she was out of it. And I'm telling you, mother she started perking up. I said, oh, she did much better. Oh yeah, she heard our voice.
Yes.
Okay, one more testimony, then we're gonna. So, we couldn't go up there. Nobody. Period. So we started doing something. So mother starts talking, because Ty said, they said, well, nobody comes off the ventilator and all of that stuff. And Tom, she said something, we need to just trust him. So when we took the ventilator off the first time, something went up, either her heart rate went up or she wasn't breathing properly. I said, well, just inch by inch. And so anyway, I was happy Ty was just on it. And looked like because she was on it, they gave her, plus we had put angels there. And she had 2 procedures because it was so much fluid here, they had to drain that fluid out. Anyway, so now she getting ready to get out.
Let them know they can't use her cells. They can't run no test on her.
Oh, yeah, I didn't even think about that, but let me tell you, this other testicle, so mine really seen her, period, because she had been in the facility for some months, so whenever we jumped out, we couldn't see her, so we had seen her for months. So anyway, made an appointment, said you can see her through the glass, because now she's getting some earth, right? And I'm like, okay, set the appointment, and for 4:45, right? That's what I wrote down. So anyway, I'm on my way and everything. They calling and said, where are you? I'm saying I'm on my way. Long story short, they said your appointment was for 4. I said 4 o'clock. I wrote down 4:45. Well, ma'am, you done missed your appointment. I said, wait a minute now. Because they started being very rude and I said, you all are very unprofessional. It's not the first time. I said, but I am only a few minutes away. Let me tell you about my daddy. Y'all want to hear?
Yeah.
I gotta tell you about my daddy. Well, she's gonna go back to her room because you did not show up. And in a minute it's gonna be time to eat. And if you want to wait till 6 o'clock, we have to wait, right? You're free to do so. After I told her, because she was saying no. The next available was next week. I'm like, mother's right there expecting. Y'all saying all this in front of her. So we driving down the street and turn on the street where the place is. They got a huge patio, like with a brick over it. I saw that head. I said, well, you need to stop. I think it's my brother right there. Wait a minute. I said, hold up. Back up. That's my mother. Wait a minute. We backed up. I jumped out the car. Here comes the CNA. Ma'am, you can't do that. I said, I'm going to see my mother today. I know we're social distancing and Well, you need to go around the front. I said, no, I don't need to go around the front. Y'all need to go get whoever y'all want to get. But today, I'm going to see my mother. I'm seeing her in some months. Hey, mother, how you doing? I'm letting you know the Father did this. Because they told me no. And that I missed my appointment. And I just want you to know all the club, the trees and everything. It's clapping their hands right now. She said, hallelujah. I visit her in a beautiful breeze. It was beautiful outside. I couldn't get close to her, but it was 30 minutes of just sweetness. I said, Father, you did that. And let me tell you, while she was telling me to set an appointment, I did not say turn around.
Just kept on going.
It was him.
Like it was so new.
I'm telling you, and I said, there you go. That's her head. And I have a picture. She was so happy.
And she was in the sun, and you know what.
And she was in the real sun.
And you know what that did.
D3.
Okay, I was just saying. She got
And she said, I said, Mother, I'm so happy that you're here. She said, I'm happy to be here. And then she went on to her, thank you, Jesus. Hallelujah. in a time.
Yes.
I don't have a monopoly on him. It's according to our belief.
Yes.
Yes.
And he wanted to show. We decreed, I showed that thing and I wrote it on the group text. I said, this April will be an April of life.
Yes.
Yes.
And without me saying anything else, if I'm saying that, you have to recognize what it happened. The curse was turned. Life. Life. Did you hear me? Life. Next. My brother. My other brother. My dad.
So may also.
Life.
Yeah.
Let's stand now.
I think
Isaiah 26:20.
Isaiah 26:20 reads, "Come, my people, into your chambers and
Into
shut
your
your
house.
doors, and shut your doors behind you. Hide yourself as it were for a little moment until the indignation is past."
yes.
He said, let my indignation go on through everything, and y'all stay in the house. Isaiah 26:20. Don't forget that. If you want to give it to anybody, Isaiah 20. What it is, y'all?
Isaiah 26:20.
Give it to everybody. Post it.
Okay.
I'm getting to my job.
Even the doctor's saying, these other folks are not saying that he's saying it's too soon. Oh yeah, oh yeah, yeah. He said stay in the house. We gonna obey him.
And then read Daniel 8:19 that talks about that indignation.
Yeah, I had a whole bunch. We gonna go back over that. I am so thankful you all are here. I appreciate you all. The blood of Yahushua covers you all. I am very, very grateful. Proud of everybody. Thankful that you're here. And we're becoming more sensitive. And as you become more sensitive, and I'm not trying to, nobody, no fear, but you're gonna get lighter.
Oh yeah.
You're gonna get lighter and feel like you can fly. I believe I can fly. For real. I believe I can touch the sky. I think about it every night and day. Spread my wings and fly away. I believe I can soar.
Come on now.
See, I don't know the rest of the words.
The open door.
Open door. Come on, y'all say. I believe I can fly. Come on. I believe I can touch the sky. I think about it every night and day. Spread your wings and fly away. We got to soar. I believe I can soar. See me running through that open door. See me running through that open door. I believe I can fly. I believe I can touch the sky. Well,
Mama, come on now.
believe that. Believe. I love you all so much. Love on each other, respect each other, honor each other. Let's pull others out of the very fire. Don't play with sin, come straight out of sin and say, hey, can't do that anymore. And it's gonna be all right.
Oh yeah. Always.
So many testimonies that come here about this house.
Man, oh my God.
Do not limit your words.
Yes.
Speak. Okay? Whatever you asking for, you got some help. All right? Dismiss or something.
said there are testimonies coming out this house. So I got a quick testimony. Yesterday, I called my daughter-in-law called me because she wanted to meet up. And when I got to her, we met in the Target's parking lot. And my grandbaby was in the back seat. Well, he'd fallen asleep. But he woke up and he wasn't himself. So she told me later, she said, well, he hasn't been feeling like himself lately because he's been cheating and he has a fever and so on and so forth. But I knew when I saw him, when he woke up, that he wasn't himself because he didn't greet me like he normally does. And he didn't act like he normally does. So I was running some errands and I called her. And I said, put the phone on the speaker. And she said, So she told him, she said, is Gigi on the phone? But he still wasn't feeling like himself. He had a slight temper. I said, we just to release some things into the atmosphere. I said, he has teeth have to come in, but he does not have to have a fever. Okay? I said,
and I'm gonna tell you something, because mother had a fever. Mother had a fever, and I said, oh no, we don't. I put it in the group text. I said, I need for everybody to say this, and we speak to that fever. There's no distance in the spirit, and guess what? No more fever.
Amen.
Do you hear me? You know, because they're still trying to say, oh, no, she don't have no fever.
that was yesterday evening. So I went over this morning. And oh my goodness, he was just his usual self, right? And I said that's because we released some things into the atmosphere and we spoke to his spirit and the spirit that was trying to hover over him. So I just want to say I am, so thankful, so very, very thankful for what the Most High does through us. And before I came today, I was praying, and you saw me when I walked in. I don't know, you saw me, but I don't know if you paid attention how my face lit up, because this is why. I was at home praying, and I heard the song, Let the Fire Fall.
Uh-oh.
I say, Father, I want to hear that song tonight. That's not a song that we play every Friday night, but that's a song that we're playing tonight. And the prayer that Apostle was praying about the fire falling and cutting off things and releasing things, that was the prayer that I was praying today. I said, well, I just thank you, Father, that we're in agreement, right? We're all in agreement. So I'm just thankful. And Father, I thank you for every word that has been released. I thank you that we are learning more of your ways. I thank you, Father, that we hear from you, because we know when we hear from you, you allow us to see. But you also give us those instructions, Father. And we thank you for the obedience that comes through the instruction, because with the obedience, Father, that's where the reward is, through our obedience. And we give you praise that we are your glory carriers and we carry your light. And in this season, Father, we thank you for raising up your sons and your daughters, Father, so that they go out and operate in signs, wonders, and miracles that brings forth the glory. And we seal everything that was done here tonight in the name of Yeshua. And we give you praise, Father. And we thank you that you are our rear guard. You go before us and you are behind us, Father. That when we go to our homes, we go with safety and we rest in peace. In Yeshua's name. And it is so.
Amen.
Okay, the Lord bless you and keep you. I receive. Elohim bless you and keep you. Elohim makes his face shine upon you and be gracious to you. May he lift up his countenance upon you and give you peace. And the gates of hell cannot prevail. Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom.